Hello, welcome to Table for One, my live stream where I play games and I stream them. Um, I know I'm shocked. I'm actually doing this twice in 1 week. That's kind of surprising. Let me just it's a little bit warmer than I was expecting. Rocking my Rammstein. Let's see. Encoding overloaded. I think I've got a lot of stuff plugged in, so we'll see how this goes. Because I'm excited, I'm going to attempt to be streaming some Destinies the board game tonight. It's by Lucky Duck Games. I'll kind of get into it as I start playing and stuff. Hopefully this looks good. It doesn't say I've got any dropped frames. I don't know. Let's go ahead. Let's get to the table and let's get to the music and all this fun stuff. So, boom! Look at that! Look at that! As professional a setup as I can give you. So Destinies is a story adventure game. It's a competitive RPG, is how it's described. And I love this game. It's really cool, and I can't wait to play. So. I'm going to dive right in. You can see I'm sharing my screen here. Let's see if I can get some music going. We shall see. We shall see what happens. I almost double played the music there. Hold on. Streaming on a Mac presents its own unique challenges because there's all the technical stuff, and Macs don't want to behave the way that a PC does. But ultimately, I still love the new laptop, so no complaints. But anywho, I think I've got some tunes on, some low-key music, and we're going to dive in. So Destinies is, like I said, it's a story game. You have to play with the app, which I have open. This thing is super cool. Yeah, I'm not going to bother. This isn't a review. This is me playing it. But you should definitely check this game out. It's super cool. All right, I'm starting the campaign. I played the Nature of the Beast. This is kind of the intro prologue. I played that with the wife and son, and they enjoyed it. I think they got a little burned out on it because it took longer than they were expecting. But that's why I'm playing it for me. The game does have some cool sound effects, and it does the voiceover narration for the first piece, but technically I don't know what I'm doing, so you're going to have to listen to me read. But whatever, if you've tuned into this channel before, that's what I do anyway. So, Feast of Famine. The rats have arrived in vast numbers, devouring all in their path. Unless they can be stopped, starvation looms as the food stores dwindle under the swarm's relentless assault. What dark force brought the vermin to the land? What mortal can stand against such an enemy? And we click play. And then, choose game mode. I'm going to go Challenger. Explorer is basically like, there's no time limit and no time-specific things going on. Challenger's the, like, if you want a challenge and things could happen. The big thing I like is, I think like the main game, stuff like disappears if you don't do it in time, which I think is kind of cool. So, Challenger solo. The year was lean and all the signs pointed toward a harsh winter. Nonetheless, people from the town of Skew gathered at a humble feast, knowing all too well that even their meager harvest was worthy of joyful celebration. It was enough for them to survive. Some gave their thanks to God, some quietly to powers older than that, who were said to watch over the valley since the ages long forgotten. Some praised the work of men, those who managed to win their survival by their toil alone. But even this short moment of rejoicing was to be torn away from them. First came the storm that scattered the animals and razed the granaries, leaving them exposed to the elements. High water took away the bridge, leaving the valley cut away from the world. And then came the rats. In great swarms, they descended upon the remnants of the celebratory feast, devouring all in their path, ravaging the winter stores. Amidst the chaos, a few saw a demonic figure commanding the swarm, with lesser devils as its heralds. You are those few. And like I said, somebody reads this. It's wicked cool. And then there's like, sound effects and stuff and a little bit of music. But again, I've got that turned off, theoretically, so as not to clash with the low-key music that we're chilling to. Also, I don't know how to get it to stream, because when I tried to stream the sound, it didn't seem to be coming through. So it is what it is. So, the way you play Destinies, this is really neat, is you first pick your character. I would like to see what the woodsman's story is like. So I'm going to pick the Woodsman card. You can see right there. And then I'm going to put these other cards back. Where do they go? They go right here. So I'm going to be the Woodsman. And hopefully that's not triggering the QR code, because the game uses QR codes. It's really cool. You'll see it actually on my screen. So anyways, so now I'm going to select the Woodsman as my character. Standard setup, take 1 coin. Sure, why not? So I've got 1 coin. Exhaust all your purple dice. So the way the game plays is you have purple dice. Those are kind of like the bonus ones. And then you've got the white dice. Those are the always on. You can use them whenever you want dice. So exhaust all of these, meaning you don't get to start with any of the purples. And then the character bonus, take a hatchet, number 5. So the way they work is, let me see. You might be able to see there's like tiny little numbers in the corner. So the cards have numbers on them, so you can find them. So like there's horses. Yay, there's like 4 of them. And they're all number 1, and then number 2, and so on and so forth. So I start number 5, the hatchet. And I'll get all this organized in a second. Let's see. That's my starting item. And then the last you can see down here is... I don't need one of these. I thought I did. Apparently I don't. You can see intelligence, dexterity, and power. This is basically, again, it's a competitive RPG. So it's kind of like D&D, which is good prep for me to start running again. So you can see intelligence is a 5, an 8, and an 11. Dexterity is a 5, a 7, a 10, and a 12. And then lastly, power is a 6, 7, 9, and 11. So it's really cool. I like the mechanics of this game. So basically, these are your skills, and then when you need to make a skill check, you roll your dice, and look, oh, I got 4. So I would see, okay, how many dots over the 4 did I get? None. I've got 0 successes. If this was what I got, I'd have 1, 2, 3 successes for that 9. So very interesting mechanics. I love the way this game is designed. It's just a cool, neat little thing. And hopefully I made enough space for myself with the board, because there's a tile, and you start with that tile. And then you just kind of build out from there. Oh, and then I also, as you can see on your screen, I start with the little huntsman figure. So I got to find him. This is the one thing slightly tricky about this, and you'll see in a second once I find the little guy. And I do mean little. Where are you, huntsman? Is that you? Yeah, that's you. So I get my huntsman mini, and this is the mini. Let's see how well I can make this. So that's my thumbnail for scale. You guys are tiny, teeny tiny. So that's my little huntsman mini. And they're all in the box. They got their own little tray and stuff. I'd hold it up and it all comes tumbling out. But yeah, it's definitely something where the minis are cute and adorable, and I love it. They're teeny tiny, and there's no labeling system in the tray. You can get one online, and if I could find my phone, I would do that. But I'll just muddle through it as I do on all these streams. But yeah, so pretty cool stuff. So now we click OK because we're ready. Did every player take their starting items and skills? Since it's only me, I can easily say yes. Game progress is saved automatically at the start of each in-game day. Saved games can be loaded by selecting a previously played scenario and pressing Resume Last Game. Good to know. The remains of the fated feast are still strewn about the main square. Place tile 14 face up as indicated. So I foolishly thought tile number 1 would be the starting tile. I was incorrect. I left it out there though because I was trying to make sure I had enough space built for the map. So let me just do this. There we go. There's the town square. And then we click OK. And then the blacksmith appears to be working as usual, but something seems wrong. And yes, he has his own teeny tiny little mini. And I just got to find him. And there he is. Yeah, that's him. Here you go, teeny tiny little blacksmith. And then, boop. The aroma of fresh bread smells even better in this time of hunger. And there's a bakery. And so you place one of these cute little things right here to indicate that that's the bakery. It's a point of interest. The town center lies that way. Oh, see? Well, that's not great. If that's the center of town, that might be where the center tile is supposed to be, and I might have to shuffle everything around to make it all fit later. But we shall see. And you can see it starts gray side face up because it's the fog of war. I don't know what's over there. And then number 40, in the distance, you see Skew's Orchards. Scows? Fantasy names. Boop. There's 40. Let's see. That goes right here. There's the orchards for the poor, ravished village. Some say a strange pond awaits in the midst of this wood, and that would be tile number 27. Oh, and just heads up, the other big thing about this is, obviously, it is a story game. So if you'd like to avoid spoilers, don't watch the video. I don't want to advertise that. I don't want to say that because I want you to watch the video. Yeah, like and subscribe and all that fun stuff if you like what you're seeing. But that being said, spoilers inbound. It all hinges upon you, and you know that, as the rats devour what little food... Oh, I'm moving stuff on the table already. As the rats devour what little food is left and people quickly lose their hope, you're in a race against time. Hurry! Okay. Refresh and effort die. So at the start of my turn, I get a purple die. And these other two are just kind of up here chilling out because I don't get them just yet. Okie dokie. So let's see what we see. The other thing about the game is you've got these cards, and they got the little QR codes. So the woodsman has his own little story on the back that you can kind of read, and then basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to solve the story. I wouldn't say mystery, because it might not necessarily be a mystery, but you solve a story to kind of win the game, so to speak. And it's neat when you're playing with 2 or 3 people. It's a competitive RPG because whoever solves their story first, whoever gets to the end of their story first, wins. Right now, though, it's me just trying to finish my story and not die and such. Some claim you're secretly a pagan, that you consort with witches and devils. Well, that last part isn't true. Devils are as much a part of the new faith that have corrupted the world as their god is. You know, this is your moment to restore the old ways. If you could restore the old god to power, this valley would be his again, and again he would protect his people from the ravages of the new god and devils alike. And then you can see there's like a little purple line and yellow line because there's 2 different stories that I'm kind of exploring in this game. And depending on what I do and who I ask, I can scan these things and it'll give me more info. So I could, if I go the yellow path, I could awaken the old god with ancient artifacts. In order to do that, I have to restore 2 pagan shrines scattered around the land using ritual artifacts. Ritual being all capitals, so some kind of like item that says ritual on it probably. Or I could make blood sacrifices for the old god, kill 3 devils ravaging the land to restore his power. And then at the very bottom it says, when you are ready, go to the watchtower in the west to fulfill your destiny. So, and you can see there's a little compass on the screen, which is nice. So north, south, east, west. I got to go this way to the watchtower eventually once I have done either of these well enough to kind of go to my end mission. So that is the woodsman. Let's see what his story is going to be. So on my turn, I can move up to 2 spaces, except you always have to stop in an unexplored space. And then once you have moved, you get to interact with something on the map. And then once you're in there interacting, and I'm just, if you can hear me rattling around, I'm just getting my rules out because I don't want to mess anything up. Although it doesn't really matter. It's just me playing me. So who cares? I mean, most of this stuff is really self-explanatory. That's kind of the nice thing about this is it's really easy to play once you've done it. So let me just make sure I've reminded myself. So yeah, start a turn, movement, visit point of interest, and that's it. And then you can do as much as that point of interest allows you. So let's see. If I were going to make blood sacrifices for the old god by killing 3 devils, or awaken the old god with ancient artifacts, I think I would like to go visit the blacksmith. Let's see if the blacksmith over here has any idea about these facts, these rituals. So click on the blacksmith's workshop. Sure, let's go say hi. Set up his trade stack. So he has a hatchet number 5. Let's put that up there for now. He has a lockpick number 10. There we go. And he has 2 swords number 14. Okay. There we go. So there's little tokens that you can put so you remember like who has what and what's going on. Ooh, dropped frames. That's not good. Hopefully this isn't too terrible. Let me close that. Maybe that'll slow things down better. We'll see. We'll see how well this live stream goes. Maybe this is the only time I get to live stream Destinies. And I erase it so it doesn't even exist. We'll see. But anywho, so they all cost a coin. I could buy myself a sword or a hatchet or whatever. You can see they're all discards. They're one use only. So, okay. Oh, what I was saying was there's little tokens so you can like mark down like which shop is which. But until I need them, I'm not going to bother. His hammer strikes sound uneven, and the blacksmith seems distracted. You notice that his eldest son, usually helping him with work, is nowhere to be seen. When asked, he confides his son has fallen ill with no food nor medicine. He's only getting worse. So I could trade, and that just lets me buy stuff from his deck. I could offer to help him with his work, which would be a red strength test. Give him something that can heal his son, and it's just like a D&D story. Like I have to guess, like, what does he need? What's going on with this poor guy? And so I could do all of those different things, and I'm also just closing out other windows and stuff on my laptop so as to hopefully not have any more dropped frame rate issues, because apparently I'm dealing with some dropped frame rates. At least that's what this thing says. I don't know. Anywho, so I could try to heal his son, but I would need medicine to do that or something like it. I could try to heal him with the hatchet. It won't work, but I could try it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask him about an item first and foremost. So this is where it gets neat. So it turns on. Oh, hello. Hello there. I'm going to ask him about my hatchet. So I hold this little beauty up right there, and it goes, good for chopping wood, or in a fight too if you're desperate. Thanks, that was super helpful. I don't really want to buy anything from him, do I? Anything I've ever seen in this, coins are really hard to come by. So I'm going to offer to help him with his work. How many successes did I get? So I always roll the white dice, and then I can choose to roll any of the purple dice I have. Purple dice, you get 1 at the start of each turn, so I could spin that, but I'm going to hold on to it for now because I'm assuming and hoping nothing terrible is going to happen if I don't do well. And I got 4. Disconnected, and now I'm reconnecting. Uh-oh. I might have to pause this little endeavor. So I'm going to hit, yes, this is correct. It's hard work helping the blacksmith, and lacking proper skills, you do more harm than good. He still appreciates the effort and gives you some hints for the future. Gain 2 red. So I get to move 2 red pegs to the left 1 space. Or 1 peg, 2 spaces, which is actually what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to go 1, 2. So now I'll do better when I try to roll my reds. So that's great. I don't really want to do anything else. So I'm going to end my turn. Yeah, let's do that. Day 2, refresh and effort dice. I get another purple. Days remaining 7. That's not swell. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go explore down to the town center. Do you really want to explore the town center? Yes. Yes, I do. So we flip that over. And most of the folk live here. Many are cowering in their homes now, unsure of the future. We've got the old widow. She lives up here. Rats constantly skittering out of the widow's cellar. We've got the inn. It seems closed, but you see some light inside. Okay, good to know. The convent's bell tower can be seen from afar. Tile 43. So we're going to go here. And then you see a large barn standing over a shorn field, number 39. Put you over here. And what What do we got? Anything below the town center? Yep. The southern part of the town is less frequented. Number 1. There's number 1. Okay. That's it. So, again, I can only move 1 because it's unexplored. So, like, if I was here and had explored, then I could go 1, 2. But now I have to decide, do I want to go check out the Old Widow or go to the inn? I'm going to go to the inn. That seems less ominous for the moment. Yeah, let's explore the inn. As you approach the inn, the delicious aromas from within seem incongruous with the disaster all around. You knock and the innkeeper reluctantly lets you in. What do you want? He asks nervously, standing between you and a large hoard of supplies. Did that useless carpenter send you? He still owes me money. Pay the carpenter's debt of 4 coins. Yeah, that's not happening. Buy a meal for 2. Also not happening. I could ask him about an item. I assume if I ask him about my hatchet, he's just going to say, yeah, that's a nice axe. Great. So I'm going to ask him about my destiny. So this is where most everything is a scannable when you see the little scan symbol. So, hello. So now I can ask him about one of my 2 destinies. I'm going to ask about killing the devils because that just sounds kind of cool. Let's ask about making blood sacrifices for the old god. A devil led a swarm of rats into the convent's bell tower. Okay, so that tells me that if I go to the convent's bell tower, not only will there be some rats, but theoretically I'll find a devil there and I could possibly kill him. And apparently that's what I want to do, is kill 3 devils ravaging the land. So I'm going to click. I don't really want to ask him about my hatchet, and I can't do any of these other things, so I'm going to go ahead and end my turn. End your turn? Sure, let's go ahead. Refresh and effort dies. Now I've got all 3. Now, if I make a test, there's no point in not using at least one of these things, because otherwise it'll be wasted. So where do I want to? Good to know. Good to know. Let's see. Oh, the bishop has been praying in the chapel since the rats came. Where, oh where? There he is. He was easy enough to find. There's the bishop. And the bell tower. Inhuman laughter resounds from the bell tower. Well, I know where one of the devils is, so whoop. Let's see, did I leave enough space for my map? So far I did, it seems, possibly. Number 28. A tall tree stands amid the farmland. There's that 28. A water wheel slowly turns by the river, number 47. Okay, there's my expanded map. I'm going to click OK. And let's see. I'm going to go talk to the bishop. I want to get the lowdown on dealing with these devils. Visit the chapel? Yes, sir. The bishop, safe in his refuge in the chapel, pauses his prayer as you enter. What can I help you with? He asks, and his voice is shaking only a little. A few scared novices hide in the corner. Ask him. I can't talk tonight. Ask the bishop for advice. James 1:2-3. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Gain a rosary, number 8. I mean, I have to imagine that's going to come in handy. Gain +2 successes. I believe that's a success. What's the back? What's my little rule sheet? We got a nice little chart of symbol. It's basically all you really need to keep track of. Yeah. So I get 2 extra successes in a blue test, which is awesome. That's fantastic. Thank you, Bishop. I'm going to ask him about my destiny. And again, I want to find out about killing these devils. Let's see what he has to say. There's a huge rat swarm in the orchard. Something dark is leading it. All right. So theoretically, I've got devils in the orchard, and I got devils in the convent bell tower. Last, I'll take a moment to meditate. No matter what you believe, in this silent hall, you are at peace with yourself. You are filled with determination. Refresh all your purple dice. Well, that didn't really help me out, and now my turn is over. I end my turn. Yes, I do. Refresh a die. I don't need to. I haven't had to use one yet, except for, you know, that one failure at the top. I'm going to click OK, and I got a lot of dice. What the hell? I'm going to go see about killing me a devil. You approach the bell tower. Somewhere from above, malevolent laughter reaches you, and a thrown bottle soon follows. Miraculously, you catch it. It's almost full. Gain alcohol number 13. I mean, I won't say no to a drink. And I can hold 5 items. You can see that on the bottom of the board. There's little like notches, but trying to stream it, I gotta, you know, have it a certain place. Open the door. So you can see here, I can either scan something or I can try to bash it in probably. So open the lock with, oh, maybe had I bought a lock pick, I could do that. But I don't think, you know what? I'll try the hatchet and see if I can break the door down. See what it says. You strike the lock, and after a few hits, your weapon breaks. Luckily, you've dented the lock enough to force it open. Well, I lost my hatchet, so that's not great. But I got in, so that's good, I guess. I'm just trying to put the hatchet away. Cards are numbered, so it's best to put them back in order so you don't mess it up for the next game. Confront the devil. As you climb the steep stairs to the top of the tower, numerous rats skitter up and down, and the burning stench of sulfur permeates the air. Welcome, shrieks a small but vicious-looking devil sitting by the bell. Welcome to my castle. Rats surround it, their eyes set firmly upon its horned visage. Confront it. I could try to scare it off with blue, or I could fight it. I could try to fight it with the rosary, maybe? I don't know. I mean, it is a devil. We'll see what happens. The devil shrieks, unable to bear the presence of power greater than its own. It leaps out of the tower head first. You find its broken body below. Discard the rosary, number 8. Awesome. Well, that worked out as well as I had hoped. So I get rid of the rosary. Gain the bloody trophy, number 2. And it sounds cool, but it is a relatively normal item. And then I gain a blue. So I'm going to make 5's not terrible to begin with. But I'm going to go up 1 just in case. I want to get them all to 4s at least. First sacrifice has been made. A faint rumbling resounds. The Ancient One is empowered by the blood. The dark tide is slowed. You gain 2 extra days. Well, that's not great. I didn't realize it was that timed. I knew this challenger mode was difficult, but damn. All right, well then, as you climb the steep stairs, oh yeah, so my turn's over. In turn, yes. The bell tower is quiet once again. Okay, so there is no need for me to go to the bell tower any longer. So now, what do? It's my next turn. Remove the bell tower. I did. Refresh an effort die. I have. Drag the map around. This game is truly impressive, and the app is amazing and such. That's the orchards, number 40. Yeah, I'll go explore the orchards, because supposedly there is another devil up there. If I can kill him, that's 2. That's 2 for. With the harvest done, only wind visits the orchards. There's the abandoned orchard, and apparently a little gnomish-looking dude. Where is little gnomish-looking dude as far as the minis go? I love them, but they're so little it's hard to keep track of stuff. Is that him? That's him. Little gnomish dude in the empty orchard. And a rat swarm. I was wondering when I'd see a rat swarm. It's got some cool minis. Blah 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 rah 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 rah. That is pretty cool. Look at that. Rah, 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 rah. I don't know if it's zooming in or not. I've got the other thing open. Rah 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 rah. Okay. And over there, few venture into these woods. Some say they're haunted. Number 17. Okay. Okay. Apparently I started at the top of the map, so I might need to push everything up a little ways. Let's see. Can you see? Well, you can still see there. I might have to push if I go down a little bit, but we'll see. For now, it's okay. Well, I clearly want to go visit the rat swarm. I want to try to kill me another devil, although I don't have the rosary this time. The swarm of rats is led by a devil. The beast itself is rat-like, but if it's much larger size doesn't give it away, its horns and red fur certainly do. You must act quickly. Those rats are ravenous, and they have no qualms about eating human flesh. I could try to get through the swarm, or I could run away. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's see, you have equipment. I don't know. Do I think booze will help? Sure, let's try. Let's see if we can get these rats drunk. A living carpet of rats devours it immediately and you're forced to flee. At least you kept them busy. You leave unharmed. Get rid of your alcohol. And your turn ends. Okay, well that's not great. So, refresh and effort die. I don't need to. I could just try again. And you know what? I'm going to. This time, I'm just going to push my way through. Okay, I'm going to roll because this sounds hard, so I'm going to roll 2 of my effort dice. All right, and I rolled really well. So the little star symbol, I don't know if you can see if it's zoomed or not. I got a little star symbol, that's an automatic success, and then I got 6 plus 1 is 7, and this was red, so I got up to 7, which is 1, 2 successes, and then a 3rd because of the bonus dice. So, 1, 2, 3. Confirm. You hack, smash, and stomp. You shake off the vicious rodents crawling all over you and reduce them to bloody pulp. Gain 2 coins. Ooh, fancy, fancy. Money is always good. Like I said, it's typically hard in this game to earn money, I find. And then I gain experience. Now, the experience, this is just, it's weird. Basically, as soon as you spend the experience, you earn it, you might as well use it. So I'm not in the middle of this. I'm going to use my experience point. An experience point is super basic. You get 2 movements. You can either move 1 chip down 2, or you can move 2 down 1. I'm going to try to strike the demon down. You face the swarm's leader now. The devil shrieks and tries to retreat back into its swarm. You must act quickly. Those rats are ravenous and they have no qualms about eating human flesh. I got to do it again. All right, I'm going to move the red down 1 here and 1 here. These 2 purple dice are expended. Strike it down. Use my effort dice. Ooh, and I rolled really good. 7 and 3 is 10. Is 3 successes. I am just bare-fisted, just slam-damming these things. The devil is defeated, and you smash your way out of the swarm, bloodied but triumphant. Gain the devil's horn, number 48. Ooh, that's a red item. So those are the named items that are super cool. The devil's horn, 48. This is a always on. On turn start, you may... Oh, well, I guess that's okay. So, basically what it says is I'm allowed to move 2 of my things to the right, which basically means my skills can go down, but if I do that, I gain a coin, which, I don't know, I guess maybe money will help later in the game? Oh. Despite the rats watching hungrily, you take the time to remove its horn as a trophy. This was a worthy victory. Devilish servant's blood flows in the second sacrifice. The earth trembles. Something stirs. The Ancient One is empowered by the blood. The dark tide is slowed. You gain 2 extra days. And my turn ends. So that's great, but is nothing sacred. A voracious swarm of rats floods the chapel. The bishop tries to fend off the rodents, but they are unaffected by the holy powers of his pastoral staff. Barely human screams abruptly change to the soft sounds of flesh being devoured. Whoa. Well, that's unsettling. The bishop just got eaten. And now there's probably a bloody body there or something. Yikes. Refresh and effort die. So I get 1 purple back, and I got my 2 white dice. The rat swarm now leader's list is on the move. The bakery is overrun. Goodbye, bakery. Done. Replace the rat swarm as indicated. Done. Ominous lights dance in the empty windows as strange laughter resounds over the ground. Something has changed in the ruins. Whoop. No one came to claim the noble abode when its master died. Some say it's cursed. That's number 18. Gonna have to move some stuff. All right, so that's the dude's shop over there. All right, let's see. Let's make a little room. We'll see if this video even gets saved. Dropped frames, 444. That's not great. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's move some stuff. Let's move some stuff so we can make a bigger map. A little more. A little more. Normally I wouldn't care as much, but I'm streaming for all of myself probably. But either way, now we can at least see it. So where is that? That's down here. Number 18. Okay. To the noble abode whence master died. Some say it's cursed. Oh, face up. Oof. Yikes. The Rat Palace. Well, that doesn't sound ominous at all. Ominous lights dance in the empty windows. A strange laughter resounds over the ground. Something has changed in the ruins. The Rat King. Ooh. Well, that's creepy as hell. Where's that guy at? That's a werewolf. There he is. The Rat King. Rawr. A laughing, singing demon surrounded by an aura of dark power jumps and dances in the old garden. Wherever he goes, a swarm of rats follows. Okay, so now it's my turn, I guess? All right, well, I am going to go to the blacksmith because if I'm going to fight a Rat King, I feel like having a sword handy might not be the worst thing in the world. I'm going to ask him about an item. I'm going to actually ask him about a devil's horn. Let's see what he thinks of that. You killed a devil? Surely other beasts will fear such a trophy. Good to know. Maybe I can scare off some beasts with that. I'm going to trade. Yep, use his trade stack. I'm going to give him a coin and get a sword. I will try to help him with his work. Because why not? It worked well last time. 3 and 3 is 6. That's 2. 2 successes. It's hard work helping the blacksmith and lacking proper skills. You do more harm than good. He still appreciates the effort and gives you some hints for the future. Look at that. I improved again. I'm going to put that one down to a 5 and this one down to an 8. More red successes, the better. Can't heal your son, buddy. Sorry. Townsfolk have begun in a dreamlike state to gather among the rotting remains of the feast. The Feast of Famine is up there above the rat swarm. Well, that's gross. Refresh and effort die. Don't mind if I do. The rat swarm is on the move. The inn is under attack. The innkeeper was seen running away. The rats leave nothing of the inn and its inhabitants. Remove the inn. Ruh-roh. And the rat swarm as indicated. Okay, well, I'm going to go 1, 2, because you can move twice as long as it's explored. I'm going to go visit the chapel because I want to know what happened to my old buddy, the bishop. Bishop, are you okay? Clear the chapel of rats. I'm going to fight them. I don't want to risk losing my sword because I want to fight against the... if you have it... Okay, so if I was just looking at my bloody trophy. If I had this thing down to 1, I could trade this in for 2 experience, which would be pretty cool. But any hoozle, I'm going to just try to fight them with my bare hands because I do not want to lose my sword. And I'm going to roll just the whites because I barely leveled up enough to get 1 success. The rats elude you, hiding under the benches, behind the altar, everywhere. You chase them to the point of exhaustion to no avail. Gain an experience point, which I'm going to use right now to move 1 red up 1 and 1 green up 1. And then I'm going to meditate. Sure. I'm going to refresh all my dice. Click OK. Silence in the chapel is now disturbed only by skittering rats because the poor bishop died. In turn, yeah. Don't become complacent. Time is not on your side. Days remaining 4. Yeah, I'd like to go look at the farmland because I'm trying to go kill the Rat King. The road leading to the fields to the old estate has fallen into disuse. The fields themselves lie abandoned to the vermin. A prosperous farmer's home. Angry voices coming from inside. That's not great. An infested cart. That's also not great. Who knows what's in there? And a sacred tree. The tall dead tree has been standing here longer than anyone remembers. Click OK. I'll go visit the sacred tree. Let's see how that's doing. I am a woodsman after all. A lone tree overlooks this part of the valley. Some still leave sacrifices underneath in the harvest time. It's mostly offerings of grain, but there's a small box where townsfolk leave coins for luck. As you approach the tree, you notice a large flower blooming on the otherwise dead giant. A few meters above your head, it gleams with unnatural light. I'm going to examine the offerings, first of all. It's bad luck to steal, but the box is unguarded. I'm going to put a coin in, because I revere the old gods, so I don't want to piss them off. Refresh one of your purple dice. I don't need to. Oh well. Guided by a feeling, you leave a coin as an offering beneath the tree. It's a tradition, after all, you tell yourself. You feel strangely empowered. Well, good to know. I'm glad I'm empowered to climb the tree now. Oh, wait. I don't think I can. I don't think I have anything. I'll try to climb it with my sword. Why not? You need something to help you climb, or maybe assistance from a friend. Okay. Clearly, a sword is not an appropriate climbing implement. Refresh an effort die. Don't need to. All right, let's go fight this Rat King. The demon pauses its frolicking and turns towards you. It's easily twice your size. You can't help but notice that the rats following it now surround you in a tight circle. It grins at you, showing a frightening number of sharp teeth. Hello, hello, my honored guest. Do you enjoy God's little test? You realize you can't move. A living carpet of rats surrounds your feet, binding you in place. Ask about God's test. You think the weight of soul you bear will somehow cause your God to care, it laughs. The time has come, a final test before this earth is put to rest. The first seal's broken, so beware. The beast watches you very attentively. Its eyes are pits of darkness. Take heed and witness, mortal thing, for God above gave rats their king, and now his test must I perform to break the earth to its new form. You may seek methods to resist, but know this, it pauses, enjoying your anticipation. With famine's feast was end released. Its retinue of rats parts before you as it lets you leave. Its words, half understood, weigh heavy. Your turn is. Okay. Wasn't really expecting that. Visit the Rat King. Yes. I'm going to ask the demon about itself. I'm going to roll all the dice, because I want to see what happens. Oh, that's not great. Let's see. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 on blue is 2 successes. O pure of heart, can you not tell that you approach a thing of hell? It speaks in mocking exhalation. Why would I answer one so low? You bore me, mortal, off you go. Before you could respond, it swats you away effortlessly. You tumble to the ground, and the horde of rats chases you as you run. The devilish laughter follows you. Exhaust one of your dice. Well, doesn't matter. My die was exhausted anyways. Okay, I'm going to click OK. Get to refresh a purple die. I got my 2 white dice, as always. I guess... I guess I'm going to go to the convent garden. 1, 2, and then I'm going to go look at the convent garden. The bishop said we need to pray and have faith, confesses the gardener, but what faith can I have if I'm doing nothing? I saw the first rat sneak into the garden through a hole in the wall. If only I had a way to get rid of them. Some distance away, you notice a stray dog watching you closely. I'm going to give her means to protect the garden from rats. See if she'll take my sword. I'm trying to be generous. Here you go, lady. You want a sword? Well, I don't need this right now. I need something for the rats or for the wall. Oh, okay. Well, I'll try to catch the dog. Maybe he'll help me. I don't think I can lure it with anything, so I'm going to try to chase him down. I'll roll my purple die. 3, 4, 5 is 1 success. I'm guessing I'm not going to catch this dog. It seems frightened animals can be very agile. You spend hours fruitlessly chasing the dog. Luckily, no one is watching. Gain an experience. I will spend the experience immediately. Again, it's the one thing about this game. I'll just say it in a second. I'm going to move this blue down here. I'm going to move this green down here. The one thing about this game that's silly, not a complaint by any means, is they give you these experience tokens, but literally there's nothing that I could find for any reason to hold on to these things. So I just spend them as soon as I get them. I'm going to end my turn. You fought bravely, but time is up. As rats devour all that remains, there's no hope for you to save the town. You lose. Game over. The woodsman's time ran out. As the town succumbed to famine, the sleeper remained dormant. All hope was lost. Rats feasted on the ruins of the town. Those unlucky enough to live succumbed to starvation or madness. For many years to come, few dared to mention the cursed town by name. In scenario. Exit to the main menu? Sure. Did you enjoy playing Destinies? Absolutely I did. Would you like to rate it? Not right now, because it'll probably open a window and make everything slow down even further than it already was. Exit out of that. All right, let's do this real quick. You know what? Let's just go ahead and go. Ba-bam. Hello. All right, so that was Destinies. I really enjoyed that. If I'm being honest, I did pretty well the first time I played. I mean, it was an introductory, and I was playing with 3 people, but this was kind of hard. I did not expect to die so quickly. Although, being only one person, I think it is harder to find things. Maybe I'll do the explore time next time. And then the other thing is I'm going to, check this recording and see how it's, let's see. According to OBS, I have dropped 714 frames over the course of this stream. 0.8%. So, I don't know, maybe that's not so bad. Maybe it doesn't look terrible. We'll see. I'll take a quick look at it after the live stream, and maybe you guys will be watching this having seen me explain what I'm doing. Or you might not see this at all, and I might have just done this for myself because I'll delete it because it looks like crap. I don't know yet. We'll see. It's going to be a mystery. But if you are watching this, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe. Like the video if you liked it, but subscribing is the big thing. It's super helpful for the channel. Yada, yada, yada. I can't believe I streamed twice this week, even if one of them may or may not see the light of day. But yeah. Thanks for hanging out. If you want to see more Destinies, and assuming the drop frame rate stuff isn't terrible, I'm definitely going to be streaming more of this because I really like this game. Oh, that's the other thing. New expansions and like a whole new Kickstarter, Game Found, what have you, goes live on Tuesday, I think. So, October 25th. So, yeah, if you liked this or you already play the game and you just weren't aware, I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait. So, either way, I think that's it for me. Have a good evening, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.